Okay. Hi everyone, nice to see you all. Being part of the webinar series of Utah COD Cyber Open Day, we welcome you to join this webinar. First of all, this topic is about enhancing. Sorry, let me share my screen first. Okay, first of all, this topic is talk about enhancing electronics graduate employability and career growth through our new program, work-based learning approach. Okay, so for our friends who attend this live webinar, this is definitely a great info for you during the pandemic situation, or even informative for you before choosing or take up technology or engineering program at Utah. So we will start shortly while waiting more friends to join in. So hi to our friends at Zoom. Okay, maybe you are from Facebook. We are welcome you to join us for this upcoming webinar. Despite you are from school leavers, from 5 students, A-level students, foundation students, public, okay, or even parents, yes, we actually welcome you to join us to know more about it. So our speaker is here and ready to meet up with all of you. We will introduce him to you shortly. So also this is a good opportunity, and let's think about how this could bring you know more about Utah Engineering and Green Technology program throughout the sharing topic. So yes, you may approach or reach us to know further. We can see now 2 more minutes, okay, before 4 p.m. And we spend some time here to let more friends join in, okay. So we are going to start soon. Actually, you may contact our education advisor if you would like to know more information like career prospect, program details, program information, or even your SPM result just released, okay, for the past week. And you would like to know more about foundation program, yes, you can actually live chat with us, okay, at our study.utah.edu.my webpage. Okay, so more information like environment, club and society, student exchange program, or maybe study tour and so on, you can spend some time to know more about it. And besides webinars, actually we have another highlights. Okay, for example, we have a virtual campus tour. Okay, we should prepare for students to enjoy and experience it. Or even if you don't have any idea with what to do after your SPM, or maybe after your studies, like from 6 A levels, okay, yes, actually you can access to our career career test. Okay, so I think it's 4 p.m. now. Okay, hi everyone, nice to see you all to attend the webinar. Let me introduce myself. I'm Jeffrey from Division Program Promotion, University Tungkap Duraman, Utah. Okay, welcome, and we are happy to invite, and we have our speaker here today. Okay, Dr. Yu Tiongket. Okay, so he is Assistant Professor from Department of Electronic Engineering, Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology, Utah, from Kampa campus. So the webinar duration will take approximately 1 hour, include Q&A session. So if you have question, you may click the chat button and leave your question at Zoom. For our friends in Facebook, you can leave your comment, and we will pass to Dr. Yu to answer. Okay. And lastly, we will introduce you our Utah program and contact details of Utah. So now I will pass the floor to our speaker today, Dr. Yu.
Hi, thanks, Jeffrey. So hi, I'm Yu. So let me share my screen for you. Hi, Jeffrey, can you help me to unshare the screen so that I can share mine?
Okay, Dr. Yu, go on, please.
All right, thanks. Hi, so this is I'm going to share with you today, okay, a little sharing. So enhancing electronics graduate employability and career growth through work-based learning. So I'm a lecturer in electronics engineering department in this Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology, where the campus is located in Kappa. So we are introducing a new program in the past year, one to 2 years ago. So we call it Bachelor of Technology in Electronic System. So today we are going to brief you why we want to introduce this new program. So it must be related to this enhancing the graduates' employability and this career growth. Okay, so why a new program? All right, so this program is a electronic system. All right, so I think in the past 2 or 3 years we have been hearing this industrial revolution 4.0. I think everyone is talking about that. Okay, from the top until maybe in the primary school, so maybe teacher will talk about industrial 4.0 is coming or is already here. So it is very important that our country or ourselves, we can get up to date or we can catch these revolutions so that we stay relevant. Okay, we stay relevant to the economic growth and so on. Okay, so what is IR 4.0? So IR 4.0, the emergence is basically due to this digitalization. Okay, so digitalizations, okay, make all this possible. What is the main driving force behind digitalization? That is electronics. Okay, because of electronics devices and some other important factors, so that makes this digitalization possible, and then it caused this IR 4.0. So we can see IR 4.0 is based on all these sector. All right, so the technologies advancement and convergence. So we have big data analytics, artificial intelligence, augmented reality. Okay, so we have autonomous robot, cloud computing, Internet of Things, okay, additive manufacturing, and so on. So all these, okay, needs the electronics devices, and it relies on it heavily, okay, in order to make all these technology possible. Okay, so we can see that in IR 4.0, this is all the upcoming technology trends. So we can see that there will be more and more electric vehicles to replace the we say the fuel combustion. Okay, they using fossil fuel, right? Then to provide the energy to the car and then to drive the car. But in the very near future, so due to the climate change concern, okay, the environmental issue, so there will be more and more countries that will force, okay, they will force this the to force the use of electric vehicle on the road. Okay, as I know, like country like Norway, they are implementing the law that by 2025 there should be no more sales of these fossil fuel car. All right, so all the car that is sold after 2025 in 4 years time, or we said 3.5 year times, must be electric vehicle. So to drive an electric vehicle, so we know that electronics controller is a very important device or the component of this electric vehicle. So all the motors on the vehicle is controlled by this electronics board. So, and there are so many other types of sensor that we need to use to make the car safe. So it involves a lot of new electronics devices. So that's why as an electronics talent or expert, so there are a lot of work and a lot of opportunity for us, okay, to design, to develop all these new devices, okay, for this emerging technology. And we have renewable energy. So because of the climate concerns, so many countries are encouraging the use of renewable energy, right? Such as solar panel and so on, right? So solar panel is basically a semiconductor devices also, so which is related to electronics, right? So electrical engineers or the technologists must be they are working hard, okay, to improve the efficiency so that it can produce more and more energy, right? So it can help to um, replace some of the fossil fuel, all right? And we have latest generations of this communication system, 5G. So I think you heard about this 5G. All right, so we are going to use this very high-speed internet. So in the future, so there are many things that is possible with this high-speed communication. So maybe we are able to project our image. Okay, so we don't have to really go to our office or anything. We from the home, so we are able to uh, discuss, meeting, and so on almost instantaneously without any lagging and so on, right? So autonomous driving is closely related to the emerging of electric vehicle. So we know that in the future there will be no more driver, right? Car driver. So it will be replaced by this, we said maybe computer or these electronics devices to drive the car. So the autonomous driving is even more critical. So is related to all the safety issues. So therefore, the developments of these electronics devices need a lot more people to develop, okay, a very complicated this control system to make the driving safe. And we have this artificial intelligence. So we know that artificial intelligence basically is a driven by this computer, this computing. So there is a lot of development in this uh, processor, okay, to develop more and more powerful processor so that they can process a lot of data and so on, and they can make decisions. So this is called artificial intelligence. And robotics, all right. So besides the movement of the robot, so the control behind the movement of these robots also involve electronics. So we can see that all the most of the emerging technology or the upcoming technology that is important in our life is driven and it involves electronics devices behind it. All right, so therefore we can foresee that there will be a very high demand, okay, high demands for this electronics talent in the future or even now. All right. So let's come back to Malaysia. So we can see that in the Malaysia, so E&E sector, we call electrical and electronic sector, actually play a very important role in our economy. All right, it contributes heavily to our economy. As you can see in this pie, all right, this is taken from the a Malaysia agency website, Department of Statistics Malaysia. Okay, so it's a this pie chart basically shows the total export of Malaysia in 2020, and you can see this big pie. Okay, so this big pie is basically the portions that is contributed by E&E industry. So we can see that there are 39.4%. All right, so 39.4, almost 40% of our total export is actually contributed by E&E sector. So we can see that this is a very, very important sector that will contribute a lot to our economy. All right. So we actually received feedbacks from the industry. So when we were visited by this industry advisory panel, and also sometimes we have these industry managers that visit our campus and give some industrial talk sharing, okay, and have this discussion with us. So they always feedback that they are facing this talent shortage in their sector. So they want to expand their business, their factory and so on, but one of the hard thing is they can't find enough engineer or technologists or this talent in E&E sector. So once you graduate, you can foresee that you are going to be grabbed up, okay? So everyone is fighting for you, okay? So that to fulfill their needs, okay, of their company growth. So as like we can see from our experience, from our past batch of students who just graduated, so they can find jobs, okay, almost immediately, all right, or very soon, maybe, or in 2 or 3 months. Within 2 or 3 months, they already get a job and they already started a job, all right, and many of them actually works in a well-known company or even an international company like Intel. So we know that the processor that power most of our computer, Intel is one of the biggest company in the world. So about 40% of our graduates from last batch actually, okay, get a job in Intel. So you can see that actually we are producing some graduates, okay, that is very welcomed by this well-known company. So next, E&E industry will continue to expand and evolve at a faster rate than most other industry due to emerging trends in technologies. So like I mentioned just now, you can see IR 4.0, most of the technology involve electronics behind it. So that's why that's why the industry is going to expand. All right, so we can see that the industry is going to expand and it will need more talent. So there need to be unrestricted by talent supply and good supply of industry ready engineers. So we see this one, industry ready engineers. All right. So industry ready engineers means that the graduates must have this up to date knowledge or the industry related knowledge, so that when they graduate, what they learn is actually relevant to what the industry needs. All right, so this is the reason why we come out with this new program. Okay, in all fill all this, okay, to produce industry ready graduates. All right. So I explain how. Okay, I explain how this is all possible. Okay, so this is the new program that I mentioned, Bachelor of Technology Honors in Electronic System. All right, so I'm going to explain more about in detail more about this. Okay, so this program will be offered in this Utah Kampa campus. So this campus is a very beautiful campus where you can see all the buildings are surrounding a lake, okay, or surrounded by lake. So by studying at here, so you will have this opportunity to experience yourself, okay, university life at a real campus, at a beautiful campus, so that when you graduate and in the future when you look back to your university life, you actually feel that, wow, okay, I have this chance to really study at a campus. All right, so maybe many of other university actually they located in the city, so they experience different kind of campus experience, okay, maybe a city campus experience, but at here you still can experience a very traditional or conventional campus life. All right, okay, so let's have some this is some brief notes on what the features of this new program. So actually this program is actually only a 3 years program, means you can get your degree in 3 years, and it is also approved by Malaysia Quality Assurance Agency. So basically means that when this program is approved by this agency, so basically your degree is recognized by the government. All right, so it means it's a government recognized degree because it's accredited by this government agency. Okay, so this is the features, one of the important features, right? So this is the biggest features of this new program. So we call it a work-based learning program, or sometimes we also call it 2U1I. All right, so I will talk about this later. So 2U1I, so what is 2U1I? So it means that you will spend 2 years in a university and 1 year in the industry, where means that you are going to be stationed, means, or you are going to be there in the industry for 1 year. So not only in the classroom in the campus. Okay, so yourself will be right at the industry or the company for 1 year. So work-based learning means a module taught by experienced engineer in industry, and it will be co-assessed by lecturer in the university. So you can see, means that the learning process is very different from the conventional way. So instead of in the classroom, so actually the learning takes place in the industry, in the company, in the factory, and so on. So and the learning is not like now. So you got a lecturer that keep lecturing at front. So you just listen, and you try to catch as much knowledge as possible. So in this work-based learning, actually it happens in a quite different way. So I'm going to talk about this again later. All right. So maybe I just give a very brief introduction only. So more hands-on, and of course it will be industry relevant because you will be taught by the industry engineer. All right. So this program actually is recognized by a professional body. Okay, so this professional body, of course, is regulated by government law. All right, so it's a government agency. So it's a body uh, which is regulated by law. All right. So graduate can register with Malaysia Board of Technologists. Okay, so when you graduate, so you can register with this Malaysia Board of Technology. Is a professional body, so means that when you graduate, you can become a professional. So okay, right, and you can register to become a professional technologist. So where you can carry the title TS. So this one must become with a working experience, means after you work for a few years, so maybe you can take some interview or exam so that you can get this title, professional technologist. So, and let's look at this university industry partnership. So the university and the industry, they partner together and to carry out this program. All right, so we need the help from the industry because you will be there for 1 year. So of course, the industry play an important role in helping out to produce industry-ready graduates. So most conventional engineering technology degree programs conducted in class and in an academic environment with the typical 3 to 6 month internship at the industry. So as a conventional one, right? A typical one, usually in the 3 or 4 years of university life, you will be going to class, then you attend the lecturer, so then you attend some practical class and so on, and then in your final year, or before your final year, so you have this opportunity to go to internship at the industry, so you experience this working life for maybe 3 months or maybe up to 6 months, depends on different program. All right, so that is the time, 3 months, a very shorter time where you can experience this industry experience, okay, or working experience. And most of the time you will be in the class, okay, from your hostel or from home to the class. Okay, then you go back, then at the end of the semester, then you need to study and you need to take your final exam. Okay, but in stark contrast to this conventional program, okay, conventional way, however, this new BTech program allows some courses to be conducted in the working environment. So there will be 5 technical subjects. So for this case, for this new program, there are 5 technical subjects, right? So that you are going to learn it in the working environment. So students will be mentored and coached by industry skilled engineer during their industry stints. So you will be assigned a manager or a experienced engineer to guide you throughout the learning process. Okay, so this is how the learning process takes place. The student can savor the opportunity to complete part of their curricular courses in genuine workplaces. So you are really at the workplaces to learn. And in other words, this program offers an avenue for students to study not only in academic, but in real working environment as well. So you have the chance to experience a university student life, okay, and also in a real working environment. All right. So you can spend 1 year study in established companies. So far, we already have 2 companies that cooperate or partner with us in this program. So one is Infineon and the other one is Vitrox, and I'm going to talk more about these 2 companies later. So in comparison with fresh graduates who are inexperienced at workplace, the students who enroll in this program have the advantage of being exposed to actual working environment prior to their undergraduate's graduation. So because the time that you spend at the industry 1 year, so of course it's a long time that then you are going to involve more, okay, involve more in their project and so on. Okay, so of course you are going to taste more, okay, about this real working environment. Okay, so when you are have this experience, okay, this long experience in this industry, so when you graduate, so you know what you need, okay, so you know what you need in to be able to success, okay, or succeed in the working life. All right, so you get yourself to prepare, you have more time to prepare yourself, so once you graduate, okay, you can start working, okay, and you know what to do so that you can be successful. So this allowed them to adapt to the working environmental easily. So you can adapt easily. So because you already know, or when you are in the industry, so you need to know how to work in a team. You need to know how to communicate. Okay, so you are learning how to communicate. Okay, maybe you brush up your language a bit and so on. All right. So and you can adapt it easily. All right. So before I talk about the industry, so let's talk about how the work-based learning actually carry out. So actually when during that trimester, when you are taking the module, or we call the subject, okay, the 5 subject in the industry, so you are going to go to the industry, you will be like a employee at there, so you get your own maybe uniform or name tag and so on, right? So staff ID and so on. Then after that, there will be an engineer, okay? An engineer, so it's going to give you some tasks, week by week, weekly tasks. All right, so it's a project, so it's a one project, but after that, it will not ask you to directly go into the project, so it will guide you step by step. So it gives you a simple task, one by one. All right, like an assignment, weekly assignment. So you start with a simple assignment, and then after that, next week, you are going to get a harder one, a more advanced one, in that one. So then from assignment to another assignment, then you can build out, and then in the end you can complete a project. So during this process, so it's a very important thing that you need to know how to learn yourself. So you need to go to find out, okay, how to get this assignment done. All right, so when you are not only sit there and listen, so you are no longer sit there and listen only. You had to be proactive. You had to take initiative, okay, to go out to look for the knowledge that you need to complete the assignment. All right, so when you need to do this, you are more driven. You are more focused. You are more motivated. Okay, so when you are in this mode, of course you are going to learn better and learn well. All right, so and then after that, so when you complete one project, so you complete one of the subject, then you'll continue to the other subject. So when you completed a subject, of course you need to do a simple presentations, okay, to show the engineer and the lecturer from the university, okay, actually how you complete all your tasks, okay. And also you need to write a report. All right, so you need to write a report on the work that you had done, okay, on the project that you had done. All right, so then you continue on with the next subjects and so on. So there will be total 5 subjects. All right, so I think this is a very interesting way of learning, because I think nowadays most of the people also learn in this way. So when you don't know how to do something, so you go to YouTube and you try to search, and you watch YouTube and you try to imitate, or you try to learn, okay, how they do this and that. So maybe you want to upgrade your phone, you want to do something to your phone, you don't know how to do that, then you go to YouTube and you actually find someone teaching you, and from there, all right, so you learn the skill on how to finish one thing. Right, so actually I think you're already quite familiar with this way of learning, and you're going to enhance it. All right, you are going to enhance it when you have this opportunity of work-based learning. All right, so and this is the industry partner that we already confirmed. So actually it's already on. One is VTrox. So actually VTrox is a Malaysia company. This is a company start by a Malaysian. Okay, right. So and it's a Malaysia-based company. Of course, now it had developed into a multinational company. Means that it has a lot of office. Okay, in the overseas. All right, maybe in the Europe, in US, and so on, or in the Asia, some country in Asia. So they already set up office in there, so to serve their customers. So or they already become a multinational company, and actually they are public listed in Malaysia, and they are one of the biggest company in electronics company in Malaysia actually. All right. Okay, so this company VTrox Corporations Berhad is basically located in Penang. So the exact location is Batu Kawan, Penang. So it's at the mainland. Okay, and the company specialized in this automated vision inspection system. Right, means that they use computer visions. Means that they use the computer to check something. All right, to check the electronics devices or anything. All right, to detect for any defects and so on. All right. Okay, so of course they are also involved in some other type of business, but their main business is this automated vision inspection system. Okay, so we besides a local company, we said Malaysia company, so we also have this international company, Infineon. So this is the second company that collaborates or partner with us, Infineon. So Infineon basically is a Germany company. All right. So as I said, it's an international company from Germany. So this company is located in Kulim High Tech Park, Kedah. So when you enroll in this program, so you can choose to go to this company and you will be there in Kulim. So although Infineon have another very huge factory in Malacca, but that is working on different type of electronics product. All right. So what we are going to learn is related to this factory. All right. So it's basically a wafer fabrication to fabricate the chips. Okay, the wafer. Okay, the most fundamental things in the electronic chips, or we call IC. So inside that is the brain inside the chips. So this is wafer fabrication. So it's a very high-tech technology and a very complex technology. All right. So when you decided to learn this technology, so you can select Infineon as your work-based learning company. All right. So it's the first wafer fab in Asia. Right. So it's a very rare here. All right. So you have this chance. So it's a very good golden opportunity, right? Because it's set up its first wafer fab in Asia. All right. Okay, so it employs a lot of staff and is have this plan to expand. All right, so you can learn many in this. So this is the pathway, okay, of this program, Bachelor of Technology in Electronic Systems. So means first 1.5 year you are going to be learning the fundamental or the basic knowledge in the Utah, in the campus. Means that you have 1.5 year to prepare yourself. It means that you learn all the basic knowledge, then only you go to the industry. All right, of course, we will not throw you immediately to the industry, right? So you must be equipped with some fundamental or basic knowledge, then only you can do the self-learning. And then you go to the company for work-based learning for about 7 or 8 months, 7 months. Then you come back to Utah, okay, for your final year project for about 7 or 8 months. Then after that, you complete your degree by doing the internship at the company again. All right. So at the end of the internship, if you can perform very well, so I think you are going very likely, a very high chance that you are going to get contract offered to work in that company. All right. So of course, we also have another pathway, which is all 3 years are in Utah, okay, except the 3 months of industrial training. Okay, so this is what you are going to learn in VTrox. So there will be machine visions, like they are specialized, okay, Internet of Things, machine vision, so more advanced, okay, artificial intelligence and data analysis. robotics and automation. So this is the 5 subjects that I mentioned that you learn in the industry. So this is what they are specialized at. And Infineon, so Infineon is specialized in this. They are expert in all these semiconductor fabrication, physics, testing and reliability, design of experiment, power semiconductor devices. So this is the how to produce a wafer, okay, semiconductor wafer, right? So next, work-based learning. So so if you select a different company, of course you are going to learn different kind of knowledge, and there is no way we can mix. Like means when you choose VTROX, all 3 years you will be focused on VTROX. If you choose Infineon, all 3 years will be on Infineon. So there is no mixture of that. All right. So because you had to be focused to become a specialist on something. All right. So there's 5 subjects, and so as I mentioned, it will be project based. Okay, assignment, you'll be given tasks in a assignment way. Okay, and then you'll be assessed. The grade will be given. Okay, based on your work in the project, and also your presentation and your report. All right. So of course you must be able to complete the project, right? So that is the most important thing. Then you also get some grade from presentation and report writing. So it will be assessed. Grade will be given by both the industry engineer and the university lecturer. Okay, so it's similar to the final year project style. So student will be assigned project related to the elective subject, as I mentioned. So you need to do own study and find out the theory. So fundamental subject will be teach in the university, don't worry. So you just need to apply the theory, and with the theory that you have, that you learn, you can go to learn about the application yourself. So you will have the opportunity to be trained and solve in real industry problems. So that is the real industry problem. So allowance may be available. All right. So we said may be available. So but so far from our experience, the student who go to this work-based learning, they get allowance during their work-based learning stint and also the internship stint. So means that you get allowance for about 1 year. All right. So besides you study, you also get some income. All right. So although as not much as the real work staff, okay, but at least you still get something. All right. So industrial training, so of course you are going to do your industrial training at the work-based learning place. All right. So and if you have this chance to spend longer time in the industry, all right, because of the work-based learning, and you can do some final year project that is related to the industry or the company that you go. Okay, right. So you don't have to worry about finding a company for industrial training. So because maybe student from some other program, so you had to look for this company for industrial training yourself. Okay, so sometimes maybe it might be a bit hard to find, or maybe it's a long process to find. But when you enroll in this program, so you are automatically given a place for industrial training in the company. All right. So this is some entry requirements. So you can enter using STPM, A-level, UEC, or diploma. Okay, or you also can go through the Utah Foundation and then enroll in this degree program. Okay, so let me share with you a video clip by one of our students who actually undergoes the work-based learning in VTROX. All right, I hope that you can see and hear well.
Hi, my name is Alan Low. Currently, I'm studying year 2 in my degree Electronic Systems in Utah, and I'm doing my work-based learning in VTROX. Previously, I came to VTROX twice following my university's company tour. And when I first arrived in VTROX, I was very surprised by the circular design of the whole campus, which I really liked. And in the inside is as pretty as the outside as well, with different kinds of facilities such as the gym, the well-designed V-Cafe, and lots of greenery which encourages work-life balance, which I really like in VTROX. The Bachelor of Technology in Electronic Systems consists of 2 parts. 2 years in Utah and 1 year in VTROX. The 1 year in VTROX consists of 2 parts as well, 7 months of work-based learning and 3 months of internship. This course is unique in the sense that it provides 1 year of practical industrial training to the students, which is very different from other courses as well. For the work-based learning in VTROX, I have learned machine vision, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence and robotics through project-based learning with the guidance of industrial experts and engineers in VTROX. Other than image processing, I also learned programming in AI, IoT, PCB designing and computer networking, which are very important skills in the current IT industry. Since IT and technology are evolving at a rapid pace, work-based learning is very flexible in adapting the latest technological trends into learning, which prepares the student for future working environments after graduation. Hope to see you soon. Bye!
Okay, thanks, Kenneth. Okay, so one of my old ex-student. All right, so let's continue with this. So maybe some of you might be wondering what is the difference between this Bachelor of Technology in Electronic System and the conventional of Bachelor of Engineering or maybe Electronics Engineering. So for Bachelor of Technology, you only need 3 years to get your degree. For engineering, you need 4 years. So for Bachelor of Technologies, the degree will be recognized by MBOT, like I mentioned just now, and for engineering, it will be recognized by Board of Engineer Malaysia. So there will be more hands-on for the 3-year program, and for engineering program, there will be more technical study. All right, so for this technology program, so there will be longer duration in the industry, okay, compared to just 3 months of internship for engineering student. So it's a very good experience. All right, so it means that when you are there for 1 year, you really gain the experience. So maybe when you graduate, so your future employer will see you as a person with some industrial experience. All right, so you're not totally fresh. You have the experience actually. All right, so compared to non-work-based learning. So to enroll in Bachelor of Technology, the entry requirement is slightly lower comparing to engineering. All right. So we, of course, FEGT also offer this Bachelor of Engineering program. If you are interested, you can visit the website. All right. So we also offer the master program, of course. You can, after your 3 years, so you study for another 1 year, you get a master degree. Means in 4 years, you got a master degree. Of course, if you are interested to get an extra degree and experience some foreign overseas life, so you can enroll in this 2-degree program. Means 1 year you spend in this Utah. All right, another year you have the chance to spend your study in Regensburg, Germany. All right, so if you have a very good result, so you might have this opportunity to get a scholarship and you can go there for study for free, right? Okay, so it's a good chance if you want to experience some overseas life, and can you take up this master program so for another year, and you get 2 degrees, one from Utah, another degree is actually from this OTH University from Germany. All right, so this is the campus of OTH Germany. Okay, and so that's all my sharing with you all today. So hopefully you can get something from my sharing. Okay, thanks. So you have any questions, you may just ask. Thank you. So let me pass the floor back to Jeffrey.
Okay, so let me share the screen first. Okay. Okay, so very clear, detail from a BTech program to maybe electronic engineering program to work-based learning, internship. Okay, explore in, for example, artificial intelligence, AI, robotics, automation. Okay, how you become technologist or engineer, or even a good sharing by the alumni. that Dr. Yu sharing just now. So I guess our school even now have a very clear mindset. What actually is electronic system and electronic engineering. So thanks again to our speaker, Dr. Yu, okay, who shared this amazing information with us. So that's awesome. So now we move on to our Q&A session. So just a reminder to our friends here, please raise your question in the chat. So if you are from Facebook, actually you can leave your comment. So I will pass the question to Dr. Yu and help you to answer. Okay, let me see. So while waiting for a question, maybe can we seek advice from Dr. Yu? Any specific allowance given like salary for students during their internship or work-based learning?
Yeah, so from what I heard from Anand, so the student who shared just now, so you can get from VTrox, okay? So of course this is his situations, but for different people there might be different situations. All right, so there is no guaranteed. Of course, the company already told us there is no guaranteed that everyone will get the same thing, or maybe actually you can get a higher one. Okay, so like Anand told me that he had this opportunity to get a higher allowance because of his excellence performance. Okay, during his time in the work-based learning. All right, so for during the work-based learning period, about 7 months, they are paying like 500. And for your internship for about 3 months or 4 months, they are paying about 1,000. So you get allowance. Okay, so right.
All right, thank you. So any criteria set
Yeah.
for electronic system students to participate in work-based learning? For example, they must have a good achievement in their university result, CGPA point for that.
Okay, so actually, as long as you meet the minimum requirement to enroll in this bachelor program, degree program, then there is no any restriction that where you must maintain a certain result, okay, so that you can choose the company. Okay, there is no, as long as you enroll in the program, so you meet the minimum requirement, you enroll in the program and you pass all your subjects, right? Of course, you need to pass all your subjects in the first and a half year, okay, 1.5 year, means that you already have the fundamental theory and knowledge, then only you can go to the work-based learning, go to the company for work-based learning. All right, so there is no restriction whether you need to at least score certain CGPA in order to go to the company. Okay, as long as you pass all your subjects, then you are ready to go. All right.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Yu. So, Dr. Yu, since you're sharing just now, for those students, they interested in electronic system to become professional technologists in the future, and part of it, we also have another degree program we call electronic engineering. So this is a 4 years degree program. So before they become engineer, so they must have go through this 4 years engineer program. So since the electronic system is our new program, also provide this work-based learning. So I think this is a frequently asked question. Most of the parents or students, they will think about how WBL, work-based learning, for how this work for ES. Okay, and then is it project-based, which are similar to final year project or by assessment? So maybe they will go, they will ask how specific is that, like how the project work for work-based learning.
Okay, how the project works means that in the industry, or from both sides, means our university and industry, actually we already discussed and come up with a project for the student. Okay, we already have a syllabus for that. Means that like the VTrox machine visions. So means that when you go to for your work-based learning, so the engineer is going to give you some project related to machine vision. So maybe the first week the engineer asks you to do one assignment, one task. The first week, the beginning one, the simpler one. All right. So means you try to process the image. Means you take an image, you try to process it. All right. Go through a certain process. After that, after you know all the processes, maybe at the end of the project, so it will give you a real industry problem. So it will give you a picture of the electronics board. Then the project that you've developed must be able to detect certain features from the electronics board. All right, so this is the thing that you are going to build. Okay, so it's a big project that it will be separate into a few small assignment and tasks. Of course, all these small tasks and assignment is going to guide you to complete the project. Yeah, so means you learn part by part. So you don't feel the burden at all. At the beginning, you need to solve this problem, this very big problem. All right, so means we give you tasks, a small, simpler task, so you learn and you gain more confidence and you learn more and more. In the end, you should be able, or you have that skill to solve the final project. Okay, that project, yes.
Okay, thank you. So seems that more and more outcome that a student can learn through this work-based learning, because more hands-on, they can apply from the theory, from the study, and then how they implement and see how the project works. Okay, so this is quite special for this work-based learning program electronic system. And beside that, actually, we would like to seek Dr. Yu's opinion. Anything you can expect or foreseen, and any advice? What if we live without AI and robotic? What will happen to the economy, for example, in Malaysia?
If we lack of this kind of talent, of course, we had to import all this technology, and all this technology will become at a very expensive cost. All right, because it's a knowledge which is not easily obtained or attained. So of course, the country must train the new generation to possess with all these skills, AI, right? Because we know many things is going to supported by AI and so on in the future. All right, so even like our e-commerce platform, Shopee, Lazada, that as we know, like the Grab. Okay, like Grab, even Grab. So all this actually is they start to implement all these AI features, okay, to help the customer to have a better experience and so on. And at the industry side, so we have these robotics automations, means that the factory, the production line, okay, they use machines to do works, okay, some repetitive work. So that because we know that machines can work 24 hours, they don't have to really rest, and they can work with a higher precision. All right, so it means they can put everything correctly at a very precise place and so on. So there will be less mistake, and also at the same time they can detect any problem. If the product got some defects, they can detect immediately. All right, so using computer also, and all these detections, they also need the AI, so they need all this intelligence to know whether this product is actually good or this product is actually got some damage, okay, during the production. So all these are very important. So we are a electronics exporting country, I mean. So we must keep up to all these latest technology in order to keep our company survive in the future. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Yu. Thanks for your advice, opinion. And as Dr. Yu mentioned just now, we have most of our parents and students, they will ask any training program that UTA provide. Actually, a special program like electronic system and electronic engineering, they actually provide this dual master. which means after degree for this program, because since we have a question here, after the degree, can we further to master at overseas? So I think it's a good collaboration for our degree program with like Germany, like OTH University, Regensburg, Germany. So can Dr. Yu explain us how this works after they complete this degree at Utah?
Yeah, okay. So as long as you completed this program, so you already meet the requirement to enter the master degree. So you don't have to worry about anything. As long as you graduated, so confirm you will be accepted into that master degree program. All right, because that is the minimum requirement, one of the minimum requirement. So the program, so that there is another one pathway for that master program. There is one pathway where you can select a dual degree. Means that when you graduated, you get a 2 master degree instead of 1. Okay, so means that you had to spend 1 year in Germany, in Regensburg. You can search Google this place, Regensburg in Germany. So the university is OTH. Okay, so OTH is basically a university inside an industry area. So means this university, the surrounding of the university is basically a lot of industry. So they are very closely related to industry. All right, so it's a technology university. So you have this chance. Okay, if you want to take up this dual degree program, you have this chance to go to study in Germany. So because this is our partner university, all right, so we already have partnership, and you don't have to do any application. So you just need to go through us. Okay, you said you want to enroll in this program, and everything will be arranged. Okay, so you don't have to go to find the university, you don't have to do the registration and so on. So it means that you already can directly go there, all right, under the Utah arrangement. All right, so this is what I can share.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Yu. Thanks for your sharing. So, since electronic engineer is a key to expand development of the industry and economy, so do you have any advice for our school leavers? Because most of them, they will ask a condition to become an engineer, I must manage very well in mathematics and physics, like a sense of innovative. Um, is there any condition to become a technologist or engineer beside that?
Of course, in order to excel in all this, to be successful in all this, we said that of course the thing that you mentioned means we must be interested. Okay, we should be interested in all these sciences, physics, maths, and so on, because we know that when we learn about all this technical knowledge, it involves all these physics, maths, and so on. Yeah, so the logic thinking and the scientific thinking is very important, right? So of course, when you go through this university training, of course, it will help you with your this scientific thinking, okay, the problem solving thinking and so on, right? So this is quite unique. Sometimes we say it's quite unique to engineer or this science professions, right? Because in science, everything we train in a systematic way. So you have a problem, so you need to develop a hypothesis, then you need to develop some solutions, then you try to solve it, then you try to get the answer, whether you solve the problem or not. So this is a very scientific way. It trains your scientific thinking. And I even heard that there are many financial institutions actually interested in this kind of talent. Okay, they are very interested in this kind of scientific way of thinking that will help in analyze the financial situations, and is very helpful even in the financial sector or industry. All right.
I see. Right. Thank you, Dr. Yu. Due to the limited time, I think one more last question. With professional knowledge that a student can learn through electronic system or electronic engineering at Utah, for example, that Dr. Yu already explained precisely just now, go through this work-based learning internship, maybe register as technologies, professional technologies, engineer. Actually, how a graduate TS or engineer can implement another achievement, except expand the industry and economy of a country. Like maybe after 10 years, they can set up their own company or any other achievement that they can explore.
Yeah, of course, in the future, you can become an entrepreneur. So like the founder of this VTrox, the company that I mentioned just now, the founder of VTrox is actually he also start as an engineer. He graduate as an engineer. He works as an engineer, and then during his working life, during his work, he found out actually industry they lack of this kind of technology, or they have this technology gap. Means there is a gap, something lack. Okay, something lacking to help the productions, of this manufacturing process. So he decided, okay, to develop this technology himself. Means the machine vision inspection. So he developed this this technology himself. All right. So and in the end, so you can see now he managed, or he become a very successful entrepreneur and become a very he managed to develop a very big company. Okay, a very big company in Malaysia. Okay, that worth billions of ringgit. All right, so billions, so many zeros. Okay.
Right, thank you, Dr. Yu. Thank you for your sharing. So thank you, Dr. Yu, who shared this valuable info with us. Okay, so seems that we can see more and more outcome we can see throughout the solution. Okay, we try to seek more solution to solve the problem. That's interesting for actually for students. Even very challenge for maybe school level, they can start to think how they solve problem. Okay, how they find the solution, how they seek for more and more outcome. That's interesting and a long way to go and to learn. Okay, so we hope all this information could help you. Okay, before we end the webinar session, here is evaluation form. Okay, so you can kindly check this QR code at your screen. If you are from Facebook, you can Facebook user, you can scan and leave your evaluate answer for that. So this would actually help us to improve better in our future webinar. Okay. So we are about to end the webinar session. Okay, as we mentioned earlier, UTAR do offer engineering and green technology program. And I will give you all a quick look with some of our UTAR information here. Okay. So as you can see, we have two campuses here. One is award-winning Kampa campus in Perak, which is 170 km from KL City. Okay, it's located in Perak. Another is our campus branch, Sungai Long campus in Kajang, Selangor, which is 24 km from KL City. Okay, so as Dr. Yu shared with us just now, this is a very beautiful campus which built on 1,300 acre piece of land. We're surrounded by lake. Definitely, you will enjoy your university life here. Okay, so I will give you some idea. This is our library, okay, university library, and for our engineering program, actually, Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology program, we offer at this location. Okay. So this is a Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sek Ho. Okay. We mainly have the event, for example, convocation. Okay, we have about 2 times of convocation a year. Okay, 2 batch that a student can graduate from this beautiful grand hall. Okay. So located at the open space in front of the Heritage Hall building in UTAR Kampa campus, the sculpture actually this we can see sculpture of Confucius and Einstein actually symbolize the universality of learning and thinking with the convergence of wisdom from both the East and the West. Okay, so that's the vision and mission. Okay, vision and mission that UTAH can lead students to. Okay, and our university actually rich with biodiversity, so you can see a green scenery everywhere, and you can enjoy your campus life after your lesson, and maybe photo taking. Okay, so this is just an example for you all. Okay, this is UTAH Sungai Long campus. As mentioned, this is our branch. Okay, and as you see, you can find the lecture hall here. Okay, and gym room, multi-purpose hall, library, science and engineering lab, studio for mass communication students, lab of traditional Chinese medicine, nursing lab, and so on. Okay, so now we talk about the UTAH ranking and awards. Okay, we look at our World University Ranking 2021. Okay, for this THE, Time Higher Education, we actually have this award 501, okay, to 600. And Asia University Ranking for this year is actually 119. Okay, and for QS World University Ranking, we have this achievement, Asia University Ranking 2021, 157. And last but not least, actually our program, okay, we have MQA accredited, and we also have this self-accreditation status, okay, and some of our UTAH program also are accredited by MBOT, okay, which are awarded by the Malaysian Board of Technologists, MBOT, okay. So UTAH actually ranked second in THE, okay, in Malaysia World University Ranking 2021. Okay, and here is some brief for you. We have program information here. Okay, we have 124 academic programs, which consists of 4 foundation programs, 77 bachelor program, 31 master program, and 12 PhD program. So another information that we would like to highlight is our applicant who do not fulfill UTAH English language requirement will need to sit for this English Enhancement Program, EEP, okay, for 1 month before they proceed to foundation program. And before they proceed to undergraduate program, that their result do not fulfill our entry requirement, especially in English subject, that they will need to attend another 2 months EEP programs at UTAH. Okay. So this is the areas of study. Okay, based on your interest, you can maybe refer to our program content here. We have accounting, business, and economics. You are good in maths, mathematics, you can look for this actuarial science, mathematics, and process management. Okay, you're interested in agriculture and food science, you can apply for this. And actually, we have art, social sciences, and education program, Chinese studies, creative industry and design. Okay, as mentioned, we have engineering, technology, and built environment program. Okay, IT program. Okay, as well as life and physical sciences program, medicine and health sciences program. Okay, so this is the information for our SPM school levels. You can see that we have foundation program in arts and in science. Okay, the duration of study is 1 year. So either you can choose optional, choose to study at Kampa or Sungai Long campus, except foundation program leading to architecture, Chinese medicine, MBBS program, physiotherapy, nursing, digital animation, game design, game development, then your foundation program must have attend at Sungai Long campus. And same as Chinese studies, that the program you're looking in the future, then you have to spend your 1 year foundation time in Kampa campus. Okay, so this is the area study which we would like to focus in engineering, technology, and built environment program, FEGT, and it consists of these 8 engineering and Bachelor of Technology program, which we have electronic engineering, environmental engineering, industrial engineering, okay, petrochemical engineering, construction management, environmental, occupational safety and health, okay, BTech program, Bachelor of Technology, okay, we have electronic system, and and industrial management. So both of these actually 3 years degree program, and the rest of the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth is the 4 years engineering program. Okay. So we talk about professional recognition. So we would like to highlight, as Malaysia is a signatory of the Washington Accord, and Utah engineering degree actually are recognized by each signatory as being substantially equivalent to accredited or recognized qualification within each jurisdiction. So the example of this, because most of the parents or maybe students, they will ask our engineering program, any recognized from by any country, so that we can see the example here. We have Australia, Canada, China, Chinese Taipei, Hong Kong, China, India, Ireland, Japan, Korea, New Zealand, Russia, Singapore, and so on here. Okay. And we have international partnership. Okay, Utah has established partnership with 290 local and overseas universities and 190 local and overseas industry in 30 economies region as of 31st of January 2021. So throughout this country list, you can see students, they can involve in their student exchange program, even research, or even this study tour. Okay, we have more and more university activities program, and waiting students to take part and also participate. So this is the list of the country in Asia, like we have China, India, Indonesia, Japan, Myanmar, Pakistan, Philippines, so on here, and as well as Europe, Africa, Australia, and North America. Okay. So before we end the session, we would like to share the upcoming Cyber Open Day webinar, which is on 22nd June 2021, tomorrow, 4 to 5 p.m. The title is Lucrative Careers in Game Industry. So for a student who interested in game or game industry, you can attend our coming webinar, and the speaker is Injik Khairu. Okay. So this is the information for our students. If you have any online inquiry, okay, you would like to live chat with us, you can maybe send email or maybe live chat with us at study.utah.edu.my, or send email at inquiry@utah.edu.my, or maybe you can reach us by calling us our hotline number, or find us at Facebook. You can update our information from time to time, or even you can reach us at WeChat, UtahNet, and our Telegram, okay, Utah for you. Okay. So it's 5 p.m. now. So I think thank you for all attend the webinar and supporting. Have a nice day to all of you, and thanks again to Dr. Yu. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. See you.